Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and 'tis the season for Christmas diamond paintings at Michael's. Today I have a make market haul to share with you. I picked these up around, I think it's been a month ago now that Michael's put out all their Christmas diamond painting stuff. And they had some really fun and interesting new products over there that I thought I would pick up to share with you guys. Now, for those of you that are very anti anything Christmas before Halloween, let alone those of you that are like no Christmas till after Thanksgiving, I thought I would spare you until a little bit later to share these with you guys. And I'm feeling in the Christmas mood and thought we could go ahead and get into some of these and see if any of these Christmas goodies are things that you want to go and try to pick up for yourself. Now, I was just in the Michael's app before I started recording this video, and my plan is for this to go up tomorrow, so it should still be active. Michael's is running 20% off all regular price, and so you'll be able to get these for less than retail. Did they take the price? I don't see prices on these. I think these were mostly like $14.99 for like the standard kits and stuff, maybe $19.99 for the tray. I can't remember. Normally they put the like little price, it's like printed on there. Yeah, no, okay, surprise. And then these ones were a little bit cheaper, like those slightly smaller kits. So that said, please don't pay full price for your Michael's purchase. They've always got coupons running in the app or on the website. Please, please, please take advantage of one of those. And that also makes their make market kits ridiculously budget friendly. I don't get a kickback from this. I bought these myself. I don't even know if Michael's has an affiliate program. I just think that these are really budget-friendly options. Nice to be able to walk into a store in person and pick up something diamond painting instead of waiting for it to arrive to you online. And then you guys know that licensing is a whole thing that I really value here on my channel, which is just where the artwork that they're using is above board in terms of it's not stolen artwork, and that you're good to go as far as getting it from Make Market at Michael's. I believe they use in-house artists or use stock images. So you're good to go with that. Now, there are some things that you kind of give up, some ways that they cut corners to get to that lower price point, and it's going to be up to you to decide if that's okay with you, if you feel like your priorities and what you consider to be like a value of a kit, if those things line up for the price point. For me, for the most part, it does. I'm taking a gamble, and if you happen to be zooming in and seeing this already, I did, even though I have basically sworn off of Michael's square drill kits until they improve their square drills, if they ever do. I liked this image too much to pass up. And so I bought a square drill kit from Michael's, even though I said I really wasn't planning to do that anymore. But this is the only image I really loved from their Christmas drop. So we'll see how much I regret it. If we look at those diamonds, I might go, okay, this is just going back to the store. But let's get into all this, okay? Tell you what, let's actually start with this smaller diamond painting, which is really cute because it comes with a pen and a built-in wooden hanger. I've done kits from them before that come with these hangers, and it works out really well. So we're going to start with this one to kind of ease into all the diamond painting stuff and kind of give you I don't know, like a little foundation for what their kits can kind of look like. And then we'll get into some of the other like special projects and bigger kits. Okay, so let's cover the basics, what these look like. If it's a seasonal kit, it's usually going to have a kind of like color bar up here, and then it'll say like Christmas. They did a summer line, they did a Halloween line, they'll probably do a spring line again. They also have like an evergreen set of diamond painting stuff that usually at my Michael's, the diamond painting stuff they have year round, the kits and stuff, are usually in their own dedicated aisle with all diamond art stuff. And then the seasonal stuff is usually in end caps or little center seasonal areas in the middles of the aisles. That's where I found all the Christmas stuff. A lot of times these smaller kits are going to come with a pen. Usually it's on theme as far as color goes. And then you're going to get a look at the render here. Kind of see, okay, we're going to have some kind of freestyle place diamonds and then some that are more on a grid. These are a nice little size, 8 by 10 inches or 20 by 25-ish centimeters. Here's your contents. We're going to go through all of that and then give you some how-tos. If you're newer to diamond painting, I'll have some beginner videos linked below as well. They give all their kits these really super basic names. This one is just literally deer, and then everything is bilingual to French, of all things. Which that's the language that I took in high school, actually, is French. Spanish would have been so much more useful for where I ended up living. But, and just generally speaking. But look, I was really in the mood to learn French. My My maiden name is French, so I thought, oh, there we go. All right, so, okay, we have the wooden, they're magnetic little hangers that you're going to put at the top and the bottom of the kit once it's completed. There's a hanger that's already built in here, so you know that's the top part and that's the bottom part. Sorry about that. I'm still kind of recovering from this cough cold bug situation. And you can see just these like white lines here. That's where you're going to put the hanger. Now, before we get all the way into the canvas materials, let me show you what all was included here. So we have instructions written out for you. And they also give you some helpful tips. These are not bad tips that they also include that you can pause and read if you want. So they're trying to make it feel pretty beginner friendly. You do get, with some of their kits, not all, you'll get a legend, like a separate paper legend. And this one does come with a separate paper legend. It's not a sticker, but you could feed this through one of those like sticker maker tools and make sticker labels out of it if you wanted to. Otherwise, you can kind of just set this beside you while you work. They use alphanumeric primarily, and then they kind of, as they run out, they fill in some other symbols down there at the bottom. Their toolkits tend to be themed with whatever the seasonal product is. So it looks like we've got all red goodness for their Christmas holiday kits. So we have the pen as advertised. This is one of the kind of thicker acrylic pens. It's definitely got more to it and is more ergonomic than just a basic stripped down pink pen or, you know, basic pen, which you'll see in some of these other kits. And it comes with the screw-in tips, like a metal single placer. That hypothetically, yeah, there it goes. You can take this out, and Michaels also does sell sets of metal screw-in, like threaded tips. I don't know if this fits other threaded tips you can get out there. And it comes with a 3-placer in there. The dots will tell you how many it technically is. It's a metal placer, and that also is threaded, so you could replace it with other metal tips if you wanted. Then we have a red tray, just basic plastic tray, and then they even went with red wax. Now they also, I feel like, had some of the cute like peppermint style wax that smells like peppermint too, that you have to buy that separately. It doesn't come included with the kits. Just make sure you peel that off before you go to load up your pen. They give you like 2 or 3 plates of it, and that's more than enough for a kit this size. And you get some baggies. You can store your leftover diamonds in there if you want to. So not a bad toolkit for this product at all. And then the canvas itself, so it's this really stiff material. I don't know if that's like polyester, but it does lay flat pretty well once you start putting diamonds on it. There's no legend on here, which is why they give you the separate paper one. And especially for the size, that's really handy. And this just makes it very display ready. You don't have to do any cutting off of any edges or anything like that. You just are putting the hanger over where the white bars are at the top. And then if you look up close, here's the printing on the canvas. It's pretty clear, though sometimes when they use this red ink on the symbol like you see for the letter Q, sometimes that gets a little bit blurry. It's not my favorite. Like this one, I literally can't tell if that's a 5 or a 6. And I mean, okay, so on the legend, it's like only the 5 is the red color. Of the numbers, that's the only one that's red. So I do appreciate that, but I just wish that they didn't use this red ink, honestly. I wish they would move away from that. For a while, I thought they were, and then it's back. But it's mostly black symbols, which is nice. It's a lot easier to read. I don't know what it is. It's like the canvas material just sucks up that red ink and like spreads it so it looks blurry. But otherwise, this is pretty easy to read. And like I mentioned, you have a mix of kind of this traditional grid style where you can use a multi-placer, and there's color blocking, so that's nice. And then the deer is freestyle, which is where it's like it follows curves and it's kind of following the shape of the deer. It's almost less pixelated because of that. So interesting that we have a combination of both styles in this particular kit. I wonder how that's going to look with actual drills down. You kind of get a sense for it a little bit with this. It does look cute. I think it looks good. It almost makes the deer pop. Like it's giving a little bit optical illusion, like 3D effect. Interesting. Okay. All right, Michaels. I see you. But yes, that's your canvas. And then drills wise, I don't think this one has any special drills because I think it would be marked if it did, but we're going to take a really quick peek. These are their round diamonds. I don't have any complaints about Michaels round diamonds. I've completed a couple of kits from them, actually several with different drill shapes, and I'll try to remember to link some of those post reviews below if you want to see some completed kits. But their round drills, no complaints. I'm pretty sure they're made of acrylic diamonds, as opposed to resin. I don't care if the round drills are made of acrylic. When it comes to squares, like we're going to talk about with this kit later, I'm pretty sure those are acrylic and they're not great unless they've improved them, fingers crossed. But yeah, no, their acrylic rounds are fine. Now they do put what is going to be the symbol on here. They don't put the DMC code on here, but instead it's like, okay, the letter F, it's just going to correspond with the letter F on here. So if you really want to be able to match to the DMC code, you can look at this paper legend. And then this number matches like the unit number for the actual canvas. And I don't think this has any special drills in it. But this is a really colorful kit. If you're wanting Christmas, but make it really colorful, something like this could be right up your alley. And generally speaking, Michaels has a lot of really unique and not necessarily just like traditional style of diamond painting art styles. There tends to be a really nice variety and like often really colorful things or somewhat unusual things. But if you also want more traditional Christmas styles, they do also have that. So that's a look at Deer, as they're just calling this one. And if you're just trying out Michaels for the first time, I feel like one of these smaller kits is a nice way to go as opposed to jumping right into one of their bigger ones, because then you can figure out, do you like the way that they do these? Does it tick the boxes for you? Do you feel like the value is there? And see if this is a company that you like working on kits from. So that's one of the smaller ones. They had several in this size and style with the hangers, but I thought this one was the cutest. So anyway, that's a look at Deer. Now let's take a look at some of these special projects. I want to go ahead and jump into this really big one over here, this tray, because this is one of the things that most intrigued me, and as long as I'm remembering correctly, is one of their newer products this year. I don't remember them doing these trays in the past. My memory is terrible though, so I could be wrong. And I just thought this was really pretty. And in some of the diamond painting Facebook groups that are out there, I did see some people kind of musing over and speculating, if you wanted to use this for practical purposes, how would you do that? Would you seal it? Would you try to do like resin of some sort? So I kind of want to get a closer look at it and see. I'm not going to try to diamond paint all of this right now, but I want to see if maybe I can hazard a guess as to what I would do with this. Because I mean, it's like coasters almost, where if you want to like get those diamond painting coasters, which Michael sells, other companies sell them too. Now, to actually use them as functional drink coasters, I feel like you have to seal them so that moisture isn't getting into the glue and breaking it down. But I want to see kind of what this looks like. So this is definitely bigger. This was one of the most expensive projects that they had. Like I said, I think this one was $19.99 US, but I'm not totally sure. But that's kind of a sense for the tray we're going to be getting. There were a couple of different sizes and styles of trays. They're just calling this one Snowflake tray. Same kind of basics on the back. Here's our kit contents. Let's open this up and see. Okay, yeah, this takes up the whole box. This is very much like, okay, here's the size of what we're working with. It's so pretty. It just is, it's such a nice looking tray. I'm like, my mind is going, how could we potentially make this functional? I don't work with resin. I don't know. Okay, let's start with just talking about the product though. So first, here are your instructions. This is just kind of the usual suspects as far as instruction goes. The toolkit, you guys, is going to be identical to the other one with the exception of, instead of the fancy pen, you're going to get a basic pen instead. That's more just like, it's skinnier, but they do give you a little squishy. And you know what? It's cute that they kept it on theme color-wise. Then you get the baggies, the tray, and the wax. You know, this is one of those things, them going with the themed colors and stuff for their toolkits, that it's like, yeah, do they kind of have to cut some corners and make it kind of budget friendly to match the price point? Sure. But I'm always impressed with the things that they still manage to do to make it feel like it's not just like some super cheap stripped down kit that you're getting from like AliExpress or something. So I really actually do appreciate that a lot. Now, okay, looking up close, this is, I don't know, like 1.5 inches deep maybe. And okay, interesting. So, okay, well, that that answers that question, you guys. This is a set. I thought that this was just the like sticky plastic sheet. No, this is a whole like plastic layer. That makes so much more sense. Okay. I should have just opened it before I started getting too worried. So there's this. And then, no, this is not the glue. This rather is, if you look here, remove protective film. They put a little tab over here to make it, that's so smart. That's so practical. So you can just grab that and peel it back, and then we've got the glue here. That is so smart. This is what I'm telling you guys. Someone over there on the Make Market team is making practical and smart decisions that they don't have to jack up the price point to add like a little tab over here. I don't know, maybe they would have to, but changes like this, adaptations like this, those are things that make a difference, right? So you're going to peel this back. You're going to diamond paint all of this. I am not excited about the prospect of having to diamond paint over the edge of this because I tend to, I don't know, work with my hand really close to the canvas. And I'm worried about like, is that going to be hard on my wrist? Is it going to be annoying? Especially when you're getting into like these little areas, it might be a little bit of a pain. So from a practical standpoint, there's that. But once you finish putting all the diamonds down, you have this to give you a flat surface that then you can turn around and set things on without setting them directly on the diamonds. Now, I do have a really strong suggestion to go ahead and even still to seal this once you've placed all the diamonds down on it. I would recommend using a sealer like Minwax Polycrylic in clear gloss and using a paintbrush just to lightly brush over this. And that is going to seal it so that the glue isn't sticky anymore. So that even though, yes, this is going to be on there, let's say still some dust gets in there, some liquid gets in there or something, it's still going to at least be protected by being sealed. So I think this protective layer is perfect. I'm so glad that they included it, but I would seal this. It doesn't have to be Minwax Polycrylic and clear gloss. That's just the one product that I mainly have used. There are some other products on the market. I think that, what's the name of it? I think Mod Podge now makes a diamond painting specific sealer, but I've never used it. I have heard that the standard Mod Podge will yellow over time. And so I've never tried that. But there are also other companies that now make diamond painting specific sealers, but I haven't used them, so I'm not going to recommend them without a huge caveat. I will link to a video that I did on how to seal a diamond painting, where that's going to walk you through the steps of how to do it. It really is not too bad. You're just going to use a paintbrush or a foam brush and just brush a light layer on, let it set. It doesn't take long. And that'll do the trick. And then I love that they include this. That's such a smart idea. Answers the exact question I had, the exact concern I had. Did they even advertise it? Like, here's the thing. When I look at the box, I didn't look at the box and immediately, like, it's not evident that there's a plastic cover on there, giving it a protective layer. Now on the back, plastic tray cover, it's there. But I don't know. Since otherwise I would have maybe been wary about buying this unless I had it was really obvious that there were a plastic cover on it. I just mainly got it because I was curious and wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, let's talk about diamonds. I don't see any special drills in here. Oh, they do give you a little mini legend. That's really cute. I thought this one maybe didn't come with one, that they just gave you the symbols on here, but we have round diamonds again, and just 5 colors, all shades of blues and this pretty white color. Let's make the snowflakes. So that's the tray. Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. What do you guys think? I'm more impressed than I was expecting to be with that. That's a good call. All right. So that's the tray. Next up, let's take a look. What should we look at next? Let's take a look at these cute ornaments because they're just too adorable to wait to get to. So we have these 3D ornaments, and they're little snow globes. They had a few different 3D style ornaments. I think I unboxed one with you guys last year, but I love the snow globe style. Is the one that I did last year, was that also snow globe? I can't remember. But I thought this just suited the 3D style really, really well. And they do include everything you're gonna need, including the ribbon, obviously the gems and everything, and then all of the ornaments themselves. So let me show you how this one looks. Now, I think this one was a little bit less expensive than this diamond painting. Definitely less expensive than the bigger one, I think. But it does have more to it, like with the ribbons and stuff. So I don't think it was, you know, a ton cheaper. Everything's just included in here. Trying to stay somewhat organized off screen. We'll see how that all works out. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so, oh, they already have the ribbon on some of them. That is handy. Okay, so toolkit, same deal, basics. Instruction sheet, same deal. It's funny that they don't seem to have like created variants between these instruction sheets between the projects, but it's still a seasonal one with like the red tools and stuff. That's cute. And then we have our diamonds with, oh, this one has an AB. Perfect. Okay. With a little legend. I like that they've included these. I want to say this is a little bit newer, and that with these special projects that often they weren't including a separate legend. They were kind of just like the symbols on the bag. You know what to do. And then for the ornaments themselves. So you have these separate pieces. They are double-sided. And you want to go ahead and diamond paint these before you attach them. There's a really thin plastic film you can peel back. And on either side, I would recommend sealing these, especially if you're going to hang them, because just dust and dirt's going to get in that glue, the glue that's exposed in between those little symbols. Because the glue, if you take a look, it's painted on the whole thing. It's not like they just put glue where the symbols go. It's the whole thing, except there's a little, let me get the light to catch it. Come on, there we go. You can see there's a little gap down the middle where there's no glue, but otherwise the whole rest of the area has glue. And then once they're both completed, it just kind of gently, I don't want to like mess up the plastic because I haven't actually completed these yet. I keep the plastic on and then just, okay, that was way harder to do with the plastic on than I expected. You can see where the plastic started to lift, but that's how it'll attach. And then when it's hanging, it's so cute. It's got that really cute 3D effect. I think that's adorable. I think that's such a nice way to incorporate like that 3D element to it. It's really fun. And I think this is such a good project for kids. Like I've got young kids, they're 10 and 7. And I don't know, like maybe I could see both of them potentially doing this with me. I'm going to try. Micah, my youngest, has really been into wanting to help me with my diamond paintings lately. So this might be the kind of project that he would have fun trying to do. Gingerbread house is really cute. And again, you'll slide that together. I'm not going to try to do that again. And then we have our Christmas tree. Christmas tree on a Christmas tree. Now let's look at the special drills in this one and see. I just want to quickly point out where the special drill is going to go. Is it a light blue AB? Oh, it's like a crystal. Okay. So it's almost like an oversized crystal AB. Like this is an AB on steroids. I think this is kind of like let me zoom in. You can see how it kind of has that iridescent finish, but it's also like, look at how different it looks from the other diamonds in terms of like the shape and size. On there, the letter G, I want to take a look and see, like, do they give extra space for it? Because that looks chunky. It doesn't even look like your standard diamond painting drill. Maybe it's fine. But that's the special drill on this one. Where is that one? The letter G. Oh, it's little sprinkles of the snow in the background. Looks like they kind of gave a little bit extra space in a couple of spots. But yeah, it's just a little bit extra sparkle in the snow in the background. Do you see it on the box? Oh yeah, you can see those diamonds with that AB finish. Oh, that looks really cute. And it looks like there's space for them there too. So that's where that special drill is gonna go. It's just like bits in the snow back there. Okay, that's cute. Anyway, that is the ornament set, for the 3D ornament set that you can get. And like I said, they had a few different styles. This was just the snow globe kind of style that I thought just really suited this well. So anyway, set this up there to hang out. What should we look at next? Let's look at this wreath, and then we'll look at the big diamond painting, and then we'll look at the gift tag last. Okay, so this wreath I thought was really cute. They had a few different wreath style pieces there. I like this kind of traditional looking wreath. I thought the bells were really cute. So it's saying this is on an acrylic surface, so I think it's gonna be like a thick piece of plastic. And then bell wreath. all of our contents. We're going to look at all this, of course. And let's take a peek and see. Like poked a hole in the top of the box there. Must take up a lot of space. That's cute. You know, I feel like this is the kind of thing I do see this style of project on those like really cheap diamond painting websites. But the way that Michaels puts it all together could be nice. The fact you can get it in store is nice. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that I feel like I've maybe seen some of this in other spots. But okay, we have our toolkit. This is going to be the chain to actually hang the wreath, which we could see on the picture on the front there. I see special drills in this one. Looks like this is going to be like a red crystal. And that's just a white color, but I see that red crystal in there. We'll look at it in a bit. Same basic instructions. And then here's our, yeah, this is like a thick piece of acrylic. You can kind of see how thick that is. And there's our diamond painting. This is another one. Just looking at the glue and how it kind of is going all throughout. I would seal this one again with Minwax polyacrylic. I don't think that's going to affect the shine or the effect at all. I think it'll help, especially if you're going to hang this. I have pets. I have children. I have dust. It's like I don't, once that gets into the exposed glue, there's just no getting rid of it. Now, the printing looks clear on this one. They avoided all that red ink, which I'm happy to see. And then you'll have the hooks here for this. Now, honestly, this this kind of seems a little bit cheap, which I mean, these kits are inexpensive, so, you know, it's fine. But I almost want like something that's gold or a little bit more festive. I feel like you could actually just not use this. Use like a pretty red ribbon, or even if you have like a gold chain or something, I feel like that would suit this a little bit better. But I guess you have this option. Yeah. And then diamonds wise, I'm a fan of them including these little legends with every one of these. I feel like it's small, but it's really handy. It's like, okay, it's right there. It's a little bit less work that I have to do. And then our special drill is they give you a red crystal here. So there's this mirror backing that's going to cover up the symbol and help with the reflectiveness of the crystals themselves. And this red crystal is so holiday. It just screams Christmassy holiday to me. Let's see, that's the letter K. And it's gonna be in the ribbon, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's like the top outline of the ribbon here and here. Kind of this like down here. Oh, it's the little like holly berries. So those are gonna have the little crystal effect. Oh, that's cute. It would have been cute if they had like a gold metallic to do in the bells, but then again, the bells are more yellow than gold. Hold on. Yeah, you can see the crystal effect, like what that's going to look like actually done. I like that they include actual pictures of like the completed project here so you can see what it's going to look like. Yeah, this chain, it just feels really out of place to me. Like it kind of clashes, I feel like, in my opinion, with the overall vibe of this, but I mean, it's better than them being like, you source your own ribbon or figure it out. I like the red crystals and the little holly berries a lot. That's really cute. That's such a cute addition. So that's the wreath set. I like that a lot. See, Michael's doing some really cute stuff out here. Let's go ahead and talk about this big kit and how I just let my feelings about Michael's square drill kits go right out the window when I saw some artwork that I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I'm weak. I gave up. Look, it's a pretty snowy castle. It's in colors that I love. Why am I so... I'm sorry. I just looked closer at the rendering on this box. Look at how bad. This is going to be so bad. This might have to just go back. I'm really have to try to decide on this one because I love the artwork. But like, look, let me zoom you in. Look at the little gapping. Look at the little like divots cut in. These are going to be acrylic squares. Look at the visible gapping down here. Oh my. I mean, at least you could say this is trying to be really clear about what you're getting into. It's up to you if this kind of thing bothers you. Look, last year in 2024, I did one of Make Market's Halloween kits and square drills, and I talked at length in my post review of that kit about my feelings of working on the kit, and really ever since then was basically like, I'm not getting a square drill kit from Michaels again unless I see that they've improved them. I'd gotten one this summer and ended up returning it. It had like these really adorable capybaras on it, but those squares, I wasn't going to do it. This artwork weakened my resolve. And I think that I'm about to like be like, no. But I know I'm sitting here being a super negative Nancy about this. I'm still going to show it to you and you can decide, because for some of you, you're looking at this and going, yeah, what's the problem? Especially for the $14.99 before sale price point for cute artwork and otherwise like good quality stuff. The squares are fine. What are you talking about? Others of you might be like me and be like, that's gonna be a deal breaker and I'm not gonna like working on it. And even for that price point, there's no way. So my goal is just to be like, here's what we got. You decide. Okay. Let's get into this one. This one is a bigger kit. It's going to have the same kit contents for the most part as the other kits, but we're talking about 40 by 50-ish centimeters, 16 by 20 inches. Let's check this bad boy out. Maybe just the drills that happen to come with this one, maybe they'll be different. They're not going to be different, but I love to be delusional sometimes. We're going to see what kind of reality check I'm about to get. They did let me also say they had kits. There were this bigger size like this one that had round drills, but all the artwork I liked the most came in squares. So this is just what we did. Now they give you a nice big old detailed instruction sheet for this one. French, English. I think this is the same one that came with the little deer kit. And then you are going to get the basic toolkit. Yeah, it's only some of the kits, like these smaller hanging ones that tend to come with the fancy pen. They always put the picture on the front if you're going to get it. Which I appreciate. They really try to be clear with their like advertising here. Here's what you're getting. Here's if it comes with something special. I think that it's like the price point on these kits and the smaller kits. I think it's the same. And so they kind of make up for the fact that those are smaller kits by giving you the cute hangers and giving you the fancier pen. And that like brings the value to be a little bit more equivalent. But then these, it's like you're getting a big canvas. Okay. What's with is that the plastic cover? Is that in the printing? That's in the printing. I was like, you can almost see the printer lines. Those are the same symbol. You see those like vertical lines running down? Oh, I did this the stupid way. I gotta just move this out of the way. Okay. So you see how it looks like there's vertical lines running down here? Those are the same symbol. It just looks like a weird optical illusion because then they disappear if you tilt it just right. Anyway, canvas material, same kind of polyester. We have scalloped edges, so fraying shouldn't be an issue. We have this kind of like light border around here. If you want to get rid of this, I've had good luck using like pure acetone nail polish remover to get rid of the ink. I would patch test it to make sure, but that kind of makes it easier to display. If you're like, I just want to get rid of this, then have this, I can just hang it up as is. Medium plastic cover. Relatively sticky poured glue. And then this one doesn't come with a separate paper legend. The legends are just directly printed on the canvas, top left, bottom right. And this is just the like item number for this one. Let's look up close. And you know what? This one, I'm not seeing that dreaded red printing. This is what I mean, is occasionally I'll see a kit from them like this where it's like they didn't do the red symbols. They kept it more like true to color, and I go, oh good, they moved away from the red symbols. And then I get a different kit from them and the red symbols are back. Now some of these with like the dark background, those are a little bit harder to like there's a tiny bit of blur to those in person. But can we talk about the color blocking of this background? You could zip right through it if the drills aren't a nightmare to work with. Cross our fingers. The other thing that I haven't mentioned yet about Make Market kits that I'm really impressed by is that to me, their kits are very clearly hand charted, which also sets them apart and is really impressive for the price point. When I talk about charting or rendering, what I am referring to is how the artwork is translated, the original artwork is translated into diamond painting form as pixel art, like pixel by pixel. A lot of companies, especially the really, really budget-friendly ones, and even some of the more expensive ones, will do more of a computer charted style where a human being isn't really spending a lot of time on them, maybe putting it into a program and then however it spits it back out, however the computer's reading it, then it's like that's what you get. And those kits tend to be more confetti heavy, have softer lines and less detail up close. So you tend to need to be able to step further back to be able to make out the details of what's going on. And often there can be what looks like odd color choices up close. When you step back, it tends to consolidate. On the other end of the spectrum is hand charting, which is where a human being is spending some length of time working on translating that original artwork to pixel art, diamond painting form, often pixel by pixel, color correcting. Often that means that you're going to be getting clean lines. You're going to be able to tell really up close what some of these details are, as well as when you step back further. And then there's everything in between, the amount of time that a human being is spending on it. If there's just certain parts they're spending on it. My personal opinion and my experience with Make Market is that they have people that are spending a decent amount of time, a good amount of time rendering these kits to give you the maximum amount of detail, whether it's, up close or further back. And you get lots of clean, crisp lines. And it seems very evident in a piece like this, where you can really see the little details of the windows. They're very straight lines that make sense. The lots of color blocking in the background. There's not a lot of artifacting with confetti and stuff like that. So that is a point in favor of Make Market kits for sure. And this looks good in terms of the rendering. Now, let's look at these square diamonds and see what we can tell just from looking at them in the bag. It looks like we do have an AB in this kit as well that I want to take a look at. And here's our color spread. And these you're just going to have to match up with what's on the canvas as far as the number 20 is going to match up. That's not the symbol, that's the legend number. The bag, it says bag number actually on here. So bag number 20, it's going to be this one and so on. I do want to look closer at these by strand to see. Yeah, yep. Let me try to see if I can zoom in and show you this, if I can really make it make sense. So take a look at these green diamonds, these two right here, especially the one on the left. You see how it looks like there's a little chunk taken out of the left side of that diamond. You can see it on the ones down here too, and even in the bottom there. I would put a lot of money on, you can see the bottom of that one right there, that these are made of acrylic, and these are the same kinds of diamonds that I worked with when I did that Halloween kit last year. So I think that what you saw on the front of the box with the gapping, it looks like those slight little cutouts, that is going to visually, show up in the diamond painting, especially when you're up close to it. When you step further back, it's going to be less obvious. We also have the dimples on the bottom. Sometimes that is a marker for acrylic diamonds too. Oh my gosh, there's just huge cutouts in some of these. So it's going to be subjective if this is going to bother you, if this is going to be a deal breaker for you. Given my experience with them before and the fact that I have frankly told you guys outright, don't buy these square drill diamond painting kits. I had to see it. I had to look. I really just liked this artwork so much. I had to at least look and see. I think this is going back to the store though, you guys. I'm looking at these and the absolute dread that is filling my stomach right now. I can't do it. Nope, I'm not going to do it. But you guys can decide, okay? Go look at the review that I did of that witch painting from last year, and you can see what you think of the finished effect and try to decide, okay, is this something that's going to bug you? Because here's the deal. Well, first let's talk about special drills. We have a white AB. We got that iridescent coating on the top, super sparkly. It's probably going to be in some of the snow. We're going to take a look here in just a sec, but that is our really pretty special drill that's in this one. What it's really going to come down to is just, for you personally, what's going to be a deal breaker? What's going to be the thing that's nope, I can't do it. And what are the things that you're that's not a big deal. So, okay, special drills. We'll come back to that. That white AB is going to be in some of these towers with that slash symbol. Bring you back down here. So it's in these kind of snow-capped towers, kind of just laced throughout it. It's kind of in some of these caps too. It's in some of the snow on the trees. So it's snow. It's basically giving an effect of snow. It's in some of these tree branches kind of all throughout there. It's actually, it's on the ground. in a lot of this snow, you're going to be color blocking some of that white AB. This snow here, and then the snow on the rooftops. There's a lot of that white AB, and there's like an outline of it here and kind of along the roof here. So yeah, it's snow. It's adding some glimmer to the snow. That white AB I've seen used in snow in various kits from various companies before. It works well. I do like it a lot. Man, this is a bummer, you guys. This is a real bummer because I still really like this artwork. It's just very pretty. It's giving me Disney, like Disneyland Castle vibes. Honestly, like the color palette's very similar. How they add the snow effect during the winter overlays at Disneyland. That's what it's very much reminding me of. And I want to love this piece. I really do. That's why I was like, I know I say I never buy these square drills, but I got it because I had to see. I just had to see. But I don't think that even all the other things that this kit has going in favor of it, I don't think it's going to be worth it. Look at the pretty pale pastels. This is my color palette. But these drills, if I really wanted to, I could go and source the drills from elsewhere, but I don't want to spend that. To completely defeats the purpose of like getting a budget friendly kit. I don't want to go and like buy drills to do this instead. And there's not even any guarantee that those drills would fit this grid well. Because sometimes between acrylic and resin, it can be a little, I don't know, you guys. I know that probably this is like the worst sell ever. If this was something that you were interested in, you got to look and decide for yourself. Is this kind of finished look, is this going to bother you or not? If visually speaking and like working with these if that doesn't bother you, get this kit. The price point is really great. The rendering is really good. I otherwise like the materials. You can't beat the price. Like, it's licensed artwork, you know. It's a deal breaker for me, and this one's going to go back. That is just the sad reality of it. So this one, what did they just call this one? Did they just call it Castle? Snow Castle? Let's look. Pink Castle. Look. It's a pink castle. It was meant to be, but it's not meant to be. So yes, that is that. I am so glad that I decided not to have that be the very last kit that we looked at, so we're not ending on just an absolute downer of a note. Let's take a look at this really adorable gift tag kit together, which this I totally see myself working on with my kiddos. Like, it's a fun little project together. So let me just move this stuff out of the way. Get some cuteness going on here. Okay, gift tag kit. This comes with not just one, it comes with 6. And they had several different gift tag variations that you could get, and I thought this was so cute. So we're gonna get 6 of the gift tags and get the gems and all this good stuff. And let's go ahead and open this one up. If I can, without making a huge mess. I was like, I want to try to, I should have brought scissors over and I didn't. You know what? Here we go. All right. Don't want to lose these staples anywhere. Okay. Because my dog, my kids, that'd be a whole thing. Okay, so we have toolkit. You guys know the drill with this one, as well as with the instruction sheet by now. And then these cute little tags. They're made of paper, and so you can write on the back to and from. So these are not like the heavy duty acrylic or like thicker, wood pieces. These are just paper. You could hypothetically tear them. You wouldn't want to tear them, but like you could if you wanted to. So you want to, I guess, just treat them with care. And there's this plastic cover, and then you've got this freestyle diamond painting grid there. Now, we don't have any special drills in this one, but if you happen to have a little stash of special drills, like some gold metallics, I feel like gold metallics on the buckle would be so cute. That would be a really easy swap to do. But they're just giving you, these are like Mickey Mouse colors, yellow, red, and black. And again, you get the little like mini legend. I really, really like that they've included these. I feel like this is new with the Christmas kits. I don't remember seeing these with the Halloween kits. I like that addition a lot. It's a small thing, but it's nice. So you do get this set of 6, and this could just be a cute way to, especially imagine if you were like giving a diamond painting as a gift, how like just cheesily adorable would it be to also have like a diamond painting tag on your gift to the person. So anyway, those are those gift tags. They had some others as well, including some that are not necessarily as heavily Christmas coded. So if you're really wanting to get like something that's more wintry, I wanted to say they had some other holidays as well. I think I saw some Hanukkah themed things specifically too. So there are some other options out there if you're wanting to branch out from being strictly Christmas. But you guys, that's a look at what Michaels had, what some of the things that Michaels had for their Winter and Christmas 2025 collection. And like I said, when I checked the app earlier, they were running 20% off all regular price purchases. And so use the coupon, save a bit. You can even order like online from the website, and whether it's pick up in store, have it shipped to you, and you can maybe get your hands on some of these. So I am so curious to hear from you. Have you picked up any of these for yourself already, or are you maybe planning to go check them out now? And what are your feelings? Tell me, what are your feelings about the square trail kits from Michaels Big Market? Have you done one before, and do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you neutral? Like, I need to know what you guys think. So, yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to have at least the wintry collection at Michaels linked below if you want to go do some shopping. Like I said, I'm not affiliated. It's all stuff I just bought myself in the store. But I'll try to pop some links below to make it easier to find these, as well as some reviews of past Make Market kits I have done. Basically, you're going to get a huge thumbs up and recommendation for me for projects like these. I love these ones. I think the round drill kits are solid quality. The special drill ones are really fun if you like that freestyle kind of grid, and especially like these ornaments I think would be really fun. And I think the tray, I love the addition of that extra protective plastic layer. That solves the problem that was the main reason I was hesitant about this one. So I love that they've included that. There's a lot of good stuff going on here, and I remain convinced that someone on the Michaels team is a diamond painter. Someone is paying attention to some extent to what's going on in the community and taking in some of the feedback that some of us are saying and translating that into like changes that they're making. And so that's why I'm really especially outright like forward about what I love and what I don't love, because it seems like they're maybe receptive to that and trying to put out things that we as diamond painters actually would enjoy and things that are actually helpful and stuff. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I'd love to have you here. You'll see unboxings and reviews of a variety of different companies here on my channel, along with weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting on Monday mornings and other diamond painting related stuff. So happy holidays, friends. Hope you are doing well and that you have a day and a week as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.